Hello, Master0063 back for part 13 of I Want to Be the World. Last time I got through this world area, got all the stars, got everything I needed to, and yeah, this video we're going to be taking on, thank you for the music ending there, that kind of caught me by surprise. We're going to jump into the moon, and we're going to be taking on the pre-final boss. And it's the world, so we saw this in I Want to Be the Galaxy as one of the stage bosses, and it works remarkably similarly, whatever the hell he... yeah, it works the same. So we obtain this ability. You actually don't get told we obtain this ability now, but in order to, in terms of shooting now, we just have this one projectile that goes up, and we basically need to hit the world. You kind of saw the tornado attack there. Yep, it's back. It's borrowed from the Meta Knight fight, and yeah, it was also in the fight of I Want to Be the, or the absolute final fight, I should say, for I Want to Be the Galaxy. But yeah, it's back here. It's in the, and you're going to spam it, aren't you? Wonderful, lovely, lovely, lovely. Admittedly, I don't find it so bad here. It's only, if you're on the floor, you're not jumping. It's a lot easier to avoid here, let's put it that way, than on the versions of I Want to Be the Galaxy. Blimey. But you're probably going to find that a lot of the moves are quite similar. So this one, a whole bunch of red energy spheres, or orange, or whatever colour they are, come out. They kind of come out in a spread circle pattern initially. They stop for a little while. That was the worst go ever. Seriously, ever. Wow. Yeah, they come out and then they stop when they're kind of like fully spread out, and then they'll kind of home in on me. They're usually pretty easy to avoid, although I had a bit of a nightmare there. We get that star attack, which is obviously borrowed from the boss we just beaten from the recently beaten from the tower area. This attack I really don't like. He just spews out this kind of red blood goo, whatever it is, and it covers a huge range of the screen, and it's a pain in the neck to avoid. I never thought I'd say I preferred the version from I Want to Be the Galaxy, where it kind of like the red blocks are up at the ceiling and it kind of comes down and it kind of spews down. But yeah, I think maybe if you stand still and shoot directly up, you get away with it somewhat, but not guaranteed. To be honest, if I see that attack, then I pretty much just want to get out of the way of him. I just want to get as far away from him as possible. And I think you're doing it again, are you? No, you're not. You're doing a star attack. Okay. Again, much like with I Want to Be the Galaxy, obviously the move comes up there in Japanese. I've not, or whatever Asian language it is, I've not memorised what they are. So the only one I know again is the tornado one, because it's the one that comes most out of the blue and is the one that you need to know is kind of coming in order to dodge it. The other ones you can kind of react to as they happen, but not the wind tornado one. So again, that one's 4 characters. I always look out for that one, but the other ones, I honestly have no idea which ones he's doing when. I just haven't bothered memorising them. That was dreadful. But hey, bouncing projectiles. Never good for me. Never seem to be able to predict where on earth they're going to go. I think, as I said at the end of the last part, this boss is a lot easier than... wow, I can't predict it. The version from the equivalent from I Want to Be the Galaxy. He doesn't have 2 health bars. A lot of the moves, to be honest, I'm doing just terribly here, frankly. None of the moves get any more difficult. From what I remember, they just, sort of say because he doesn't have a second phase, he doesn't get sped up or anything like that. He will get an extra set of. So at the moment, obviously, he's got these kind of blue energy spheres that kind of keep coming out. So after a certain point in time, he will get another kind of set. They're either orange, yellow, green. Forgive me, I can't remember. Plus, I could potentially get it wrong anyway because of my eyesight. But yeah, so he will get bugger you another set of those kind of energy spheres to deal with, but. They don't come out that quickly. Obviously, there's something extra to have to deal with, but they don't feel anywhere near as annoying as I Want to Be the Galaxy's equivalent. So yeah, now you've done that, I'm just going to head over to the left-hand side of the screen and hopefully just stay out of range. Thankfully, you only do it 3 times, but yeah, don't really want to be anywhere near you when you're doing that. So not in the middle of the screen, please. I'm not in a very good position here. Oh, I also have a high jumper as well. I don't know if you kind of saw it there. I'm trying not to jump too much here, yeah, well, that's actually in a good position while you're over on one side of the screen. But yeah, maybe I'll just demonstrate it now. The kid is jumping a lot higher than he would do normally. It feels like it's the bloody flipping hell, the equivalent of the in the Meta Knight fight where you get a slightly higher jump. Since I don't tend to jump an awful lot in this one, you can't really spam the like you maybe could do with the crystal ball. Sodding hell. This pulse or whatever it is, projectile that you send up to hit the world. So I don't find that jumping really makes an awful lot of difference. I probably just do it kind of like small jumps out of kind of like force of habit, but yeah, I don't find that it really makes an awful lot of difference in this one. Certainly not to the extent that it would have done in the other game. I think we've pretty much seen all the attacks he's going to do. I don't think he has any other ones that we haven't seen. Obviously, we haven't got to the point yet where he's at his to the point where he's shot out the others. Oh, come on! The other coloured energy spheres. But yeah, I think we've pretty much seen all the attacks. Sod's Law, this is probably going to end up taking longer than the pre-final boss of the Galaxy took. But yeah, I genuinely, honestly believe that this is easier. I think that the potential to get completely screwed over in the Galaxy fight, depending on what moves come, is just far greater. This one, I wouldn't say you don't need a nice set of moves, or if it gives you a horrible set of moves that you could end up in trouble. But admittedly, I do just think they are mostly easier to dodge. What I do not like though is bouncing stuff. And here we go with the finally we got into this area, into this port, got his health down far enough so he's going to do this. Oh, it's the tornadoes. And you know what? Actually, oddly, if I don't screw up horribly, I actually don't mind that attack in this one. I say it's a ginormous pain in the final boss of Galaxy, but here it really isn't so bad. And I just made an absolute colossal mess of that by probably missing my shot. So again, you see here the shot, obviously it's what I want to use to hit the world, but it does also get rid of, don't hit me, flip! And they went away about a millisecond after that. Why could you not have disappeared just before you hit the ground? Ugh. But yeah, they obviously also kill or get rid of the energy spheres that are being shot out. So yeah, you don't want to miss again. That was just dreadful. You don't want to miss with these shots because yeah, they're obviously very, very useful to give yourself a little bit of breathing room to avoid all these energy spheres. I do find his movement just a little bit more awkward than the pre-final version of from Galaxy, but it just seems like it's harder to hit him. I'll flip that attack. Admittedly, this thing is nowhere near as big, sprite-wise as the crystal ball or whatever it is. So I do find you need to be much more accurate with this. And I think he does move slightly quicker as well. So that also kind of adds to the problems. But yeah, I mean, still overall, I can't really complain too much about this fight. But yeah, I seem to be not doing very well at the moment at all. Stars, is it? Yeah. Okay, so I think from looking at that, the 5-character move looks like it's the stars, so at least I can be prepared for that. I say, as for the other ones, I'm more just kind of flying off of reacting to what's gone on. But as I say, other than the tornado one, I don't feel like you really need to know what's coming before it happens anyway. But I will say for this one, you do not want to be in the air. I didn't really have much choice there because I felt like I was getting cornered. But yeah, try not to be in the air when you know the tornado attack is coming. Unfortunately, I don't know what one that is. Okay, this could be annoying. Or it could not be. Kind of forgot about that move, and obviously that really didn't do anything too bad at all. Damn it! Get you before you do the move. Get you before you do the move, please! Yes! Not that it would have been that much. I don't think that was a particularly difficult one to avoid, but hey ho, I would really like to have not died when you were one hit from when you were one hit from dying. So yay! And yeah, that took under 10 minutes. I think Galaxy's one took double the time. But yeah, I definitely think that one is easier. I don't actually think I have an awful lot of time to speak over this version of the credits. I think it's going to go pretty quickly to back to the game. So yeah, I'm not going to do any summing up of the game so far here, and well, I will save that for next time. But yeah, the final area isn't that long. I don't think I'm going to get through it all in the rest of the time I spend on this video. But yeah, I will certainly start it. Yeah, indeed, that's the end of the credits. So yeah, thank you for playing. Please press S key. Sorry, please press S key again, not press. Press. You must remember to press that key. Fin question mark. So yes, again, we're not done. So we come back here. I shall save just in case I die and it resets everything. So yeah, I'm going to warp to the world. I'm going to use this thing to teleport back to the final little area. And yeah, now here we're going to go. Now you can see that I have 6 moons. I can legitimately go through this area now. But yeah, you can clearly see now, since that block's gone away, I assume it's meant to be doing a job to block you to go through there, but it doesn't quite seem to be working. I don't know if this is just the version I've got, whether this was fixed in a later version. Not sure, but anyway, I didn't cheat. I didn't go through it anyway ahead of when I could have done. And I will go through now. So yeah, unfortunately, so I collect this little icon telling me what the hell it does. I go back and save, so I don't have to keep collecting it every time. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the final area. I think if it continued more of this initial gimmick, a bit like, you know, the Mirror Kid from Galaxy and all those kind of things, and continued that on, I think this would have been a really, really interesting, or potentially interesting final area. But we've only got a couple of screens of it, and I am not a fan of what follows these screens at all. But yeah, if I press the sort of second attack button, we get to put down a kind of extra version of the kid. So you can see here, there's a blockade here, but I'm going to have to put a version of the kid down on this switch in order to get through. Now, because I've taken my time just demonstrating the point, I'm actually going to have to rush for this next bit. I'm going to kill this thing off. So once it's off, I'm going to rush because I'm going to need to. So I'm going to fake. Oh no, sorry. I need to. Oh, I've done it all wrong. Can I get back out? Yes, I can. Thank you. He obviously, as you can see there, if I wait long enough, he will go away. So or dematerialise or whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, what I need to do here, if I put a, I've gone too early, Blair. I need to put a one of the fake kids down the shaft to trigger out the spike. But of course, when the spike wall comes this way, it destroys the kid on this switch. So I need to come back to this screen, put the kid back onto that switch, because I'm going to need both of them available in order to get through here. I pressed the wrong button. Blur. In fact, I might demonstrate that point once. So yeah, I'll drop one through here. See, when that one got killed, this extra switch, this extra barrier came up. So, and obviously now, since I've got no way of getting back to the left, I do need to backtrack and obviously go quite quickly, because as I showed you earlier, he does dematerialise after a while. So yeah, I need to obviously not dilly-dally in this section and make sure I get through this the gate section before both kids go away. And this time, I want to freaking hit the shoot button. I need to put a kid down on that boo as well, because that acts as the switch. So yeah, moving on. What I want to do here is put a kid down on each one of these 3. In fact, that's last. Actually, no, I do need that last one. I'm talking rubbish. I will need that last one in order to clear the spikes, the spike area up above. So I find the best way to do it is to do the middle one first, the left one most second, and the the third one to the right last. Oh, and not horribly screw up the final jump. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that order seems to be the best way for getting the platforms when you need them to be, to be where they need to be at what particular at a good time. What happened to my double jump? I swear to God, it didn't double jump. I have no idea what happened there. It did not double jump. And again, don't start messing around with hitbox detection crap on mini spikes. I absolutely jumped in time. Good. Yeah, we're through. And Well, I'm in a bit of two minds. I might keep this one kind of short actually, and we'll just do the rest next time. Probably the final part, or hopefully the final part, because it's probably going to take me a little while to do. Yeah, I probably want to get into it now. So this will be a fairly short part. In fact, what I will do now, just in terms of pre-setting this up, apologies, it won't be particularly interesting for you to watch, is just do the setup here with getting all the buttons and things activated. So I've now got all the controls set up. And yeah, I shall hit the start, and we shall go to what is effectively the final thing we need to do. And of course, there'll be a final boss to come as well. But I'll save that for next time. And yeah, hopefully next time will be the final part, and we will have this Let's Play done. It's not gone too badly. Yeah, let's see how this last little bit goes, because I do not like it. Hope to see you next time. Cheerio.